everyone, and welcome to this new Fun with Bronze series. The concept is to provide you with bronze builds. The character I chose today is the Krogan Gladiator. Put all your points in Annihilation. Rank 4, choose Recharge Penalty because you want to be able to spam Pull. Pull will be very useful. And also, when you choose Annihilation, be sure to select not Vortex, but the other option, so that any enemy that dies within your Annihilation field will restore parts of your shields. For Rage, you have the choice between rank 4 Resilience or Melee. It all depends to your personal preference, to be honest. If you prefer to be tankier, then choose Health and Shields. But I want some melee damage as well. Then I put points in Pull, at least up to rank 4, because I want to pull at least 2 enemies at the same time, and Crushing Grip because I want DOT. And finally, Anti-Shields, because it can be useful, especially on harder difficulties. It can stagger shielded enemies like Observers or Anointed and prevent them from shooting. I had extra points to invest, so I chose Offensive Biotics and some points in Nova, though Nova will not be used to deal much damage. I didn't choose any gear or any consumables because my character is, level 20 and rank 10, so it's already very powerful. But if you were to choose consumables, you could choose the Strength Enhancer and the shields as well. As for equipment, you may choose Juggernaut Shield or anything that boosts your shields or increases shields regeneration. So this is today's challenges, melee, and we are playing against the Remnant. I will not be narrating the whole thing, just a few tips for players who are probably not acquainted with the multiplayer mechanics of Mass Effect Andromeda. The Remnant faction is interesting as far as melee is concerned because, well, observers are flying, so it's not very easy to reach the observers. But there's a solution for that. As long as you stay in cover, as long as you stay in a building, everything should be alright. Just look for the enemy, charge them with your melee, and just watch your shields go up. So, for the observers, because there are at least 2 observers each wave, you have to be able to find a solution to incapacitate them if they flank you. So what you can do is to use Pull, the way I'm doing here, so as to stagger the observer when it's about to shoot. There's a similar strategy for nullifiers and for destroyers that, under certain conditions, will allow you to cancel their animation. I chose the without shotgun because the without shotgun is an uncommon weapon. It's easily accessible for most players.
Put down the last one.
Reload. We're tracking reinforcements.
We're good.
Of course, this character is somewhat overpowered, but that doesn't mean that you can't have fun with it.
Enemies incoming.
Relocate! Watch yourself!
As you can see, the animation of the observers was cancelled by Paul. And the same rule applies to destroyers. Whenever you kill one of their turrets, you'll see that in the gameplay. I simply dash towards the destroyers and I melee them. And, well, it may work. The first objective I got was devices, and the second objective I got was targets. Both these objectives are not very difficult for the Krogan Gladiator, because she can easily deal area damage in case some enemies are camping around the device. She can easily get rid of them. And for assassination, the Krogan Gladiator can be very flimsy. That's why if you want more shields and health, I strongly recommended earlier that you simply put more points in it.
Enemy fire!
Just 3 hostiles remaining.
Because otherwise it's not going to be as fun as it should be with the Krogan Gladiator.
Hunt down the last runt! Watch yourself!
Reload. We're tracking reinforcements.
Showed you.
Because you must look for the enemies, and you'll see at some point I got overrun, plus my mouse suddenly stopped working because I forgot to charge it. Well, didn't have any battery. So at some point you hear the mouse charging, and you'll see me walking in a straight line without moving my camera. It's simply because my mouse wasn't working anymore.
Down.
Starting from wave 3, you'll have nullifiers, and if you have assassination, you might probably have nullifiers as well. And if you have assassination, you will have at least one nullifier, depending on the features of the mission you're playing. In this mission, this is not a custom mission, so the targets were random. The tip remains the same. Just find the nullifier, and thanks to the debuffing effect of Annihilation Field, and because of all the melee bonus damage you have, either because of the mission or simply because the character is like that, really, the melee damage bonus is irrelevant with the Krogan Gladiator. It's a bonus for the destroyers, yes, it is, but for others, you can believe me, you can one-shot nullifiers even on regular missions on bronze. Here I use Nova to cancel the animation effect produced by the creature that was about to explode just next to me.
All enemy devices shut down.
And this can be really dangerous, especially if you are standing in an open area the way I am here. As long as you remain in the buildings and you just shoot, you'll see that if you remain in the building, the observers will be within your reach and it will be easier to melee them to death. So you just find it and kill it, and you'll see it's not as difficult as on other difficulties. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you like this new concept of soloing bronze with interesting and funny builds. It's also a way for probably new players to know a little more about the game and its mechanics, how certain enemies work. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
Watch yourself! Shields out! Clear it out! Shields down!
Just 3 hostiles remaining. Enemy's clear. Stay alert.
We're good.
Key enemy personnel were tracked at that location. Take them out.
Will do. Bring it on in. Shields down.
Target eliminated.
Shields down.
Teammate injured.
Watch yourself.
Target eliminated.
Enemy fire. showed you.
We're done here. Get yourself to the LZ.
Shields out. Enemy fire. Shields down. Watch yourself. Say that to my face. Fight her. Enemy fire. Lost shields. Enemy fire. Shields down.
Mission complete. Full team secure. Good work.
Just one left.